Tired. I'm so tired. Down in the palace laboratory, my body and my brain fight a bitter little war. One wants to sleep while the other needs to stay awake. It takes every bit of willpower I have to maintain the stalemate between them. Shaking my head, I blink, rub my eyes, and force myself to keep reading. This book is the last one I have on interdimensional phenomena. If I study it hard enough, I may just find an answer to my little dilemma. I have to keep reading. Normally, forcing myself to study would be like Spike forcing himself to Ogle rarity. But right now, reading is the last thing I want to do. As I study the page, words come loose and jump around, turning perfectly legible text into gibberish before my eyes. My head feels like it's been filled with cotton. My muscles have turned to jelly. Tired. I'm so tired. As I read, I can hear my bed calling to me like a siren to a lonely sailor. Come to me, twilight, it croons. Lay your sleepy head on my pillow. Cover your aching body with my comforter. Give in to the darkness and let your mind rest. My eyelids start to droop. Rest. Sleep. Yes. A little rest. That'll be nice. Tired. I'm so tired. No. Slapping myself again, I drag myself over to a nearby coffee urn and pour myself a cup of steaming black coffee, swish a tea bag through it, and crush a few caffeine tablets into the brew for good measure. Lugging my muzzle, I chug the piping hot slurry and grimace. Much as I hate it, at least it'll keep me awake for a few more hours. Keep me safe for a few more hours. I rub grit out of my eyes. How long has it been since I left the palace? Days? Weeks? I don't know. Down in this windowless lab, time doesn't exist. Even with the clock hanging above my desk, minutes, hours, and days all blur together. I'm not even sure if there's still an Equestria anymore, or if Pony Kind still exists. Before I cast the force field around the castle, all of the staff were sent away. Even Spike. I'm sorry, Spike, but I can't let that thing find you too. I shudder. Even the thought of the thing seems to get its attention. The moment I even start thinking about it, I can feel its presence. A rat scrabbling behind the walls of reality, watching me, waiting for me, infinitely patient, infinitely alien, infinitely evil. I scour the book on my desk, frown, then hurl it against the wall, cracking the magic-infused crystal. Nothing. 550 pages of extra-dimensional phenomenon, and I still have no idea what I'm dealing with. Scowling, I sit up and trot over to the mirror in the center of the lab, weaving my way through an obstacle course of discarded scrolls, crumpled up notes, and candy wrappers. Like its cousin back in the Crystal Empire, it's a pane of magically doped glass and a horseshoe, shaped frame accompanied by banks of blinking lights, tape reels, and power crystals. On its side is a crude dial marked Destination. I see more than myself in the reflective pane. I see the bloodshot eyes and greasy mane, the heavy eyelids and unkempt fur. I hate it, more than I have hated anything in my entire life. Countless hours scouring Starswell's work for clues on how to build it. Thousands of bits and hundreds of hours spent constructing the horrible thing. And what great world-changing discovery do I make? That sometimes it's better to leave the multiverse alone. I trot around the mirror, alternating between studying it and rubbing my chin. Should I destroy it? The mirror was deactivated right now. I hadn't used it since the first nightmare.